Hi, and welcome to our gift of Give the Gift of Health for the holidays. A little presentation. I'm so excited to be here with some of my friends that should help me share the health with others. And today we were going to do a live one in Ogden, but at the Vibrant Life Wellness Center. But because of circumstances and stuff and people not feeling as comfortable getting together, we decided to just go ahead and do this virtually, record it, and share it with all of you guys. So we're excited to have you in our homes and in our, Deborah, you're over there at Vibrant Life Wellness Center, and you've got a lot of good specials going on right now. Can you just share some of the specials that you've got at Vibrant Life?
Yeah, so for the holidays, especially this week for Black Friday, we're doing gift certificates for 20% off. And we do massage, facials, cranial sacral, emotional release. We do the AO scan. Um, yeah, we do lots of fun
We do a
things
lot.
here. We do brain mapping, and Becky does brain mapping and meditation stuff. And so, yeah.
Man, and it's a great session to do, especially right now with all the stuff going on, and so where we need our help. And it's a great health and wellness center. So just a little bit about me. I have been sharing the bands for about a year, a little over a year now. I love exercising with them. We have a fitness center here in Preston and a wellness and coaching center in Providence. And along with Tammy, we help to share the bands here in the area and some other health coaches that we have. So I did graduate in dietetics. My love is both nutrition and fitness. Worked for as a clinical dietitian for 6 years. So I've been running gyms for about 20 years now. And this by far, I feel like is some of the best things that have come out in the fitness industry that we're going to talk about tonight. And I do have some pictures of my kids here, some things that my little grandbaby now since I'm a grandma. And so that's enough about me. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the gifts of health that we have that we want to share tonight with the B3 Sciences. And B3 Sciences offers an opportunity for us to gain better health and fitness through stimulating different hormones in our body. And one of them is a very important hormone called growth hormone. And Deborah knows all about growth hormone. She knew about this before the bands came out, right, Deborah? How did you know about growth hormone, first of all?
Well, about 14 years ago, I read a book called Younger Next Year for Women Over 50. And I loved the book. It had a lot of good information in it. But what it was basically saying is that I had to exercise intensely an hour a day, 7 days a week to get that growth hormone and to keep myself young and vibrant. And so I tried it for about 2 weeks and couldn't keep up that pace. So I thought, well, maybe supplements, but there weren't any supplements out there. And then I heard about the shots, but the shots are very, very, very expensive. And it's not natural. It's not, the shots don't make your own body create its own. And so when I met you, Jeannine, and you showed us the bands and you said they would help me make human growth hormone and nitric oxide in like 10 to 20 minutes, I said, sign me up. I want the bands. I know how important it is. Not only does it make you look young, it's not only good for your hair, your skin, your nails, wrinkles, but as a naturopath, it keeps the whole inside of your body young. And, your skin is just a reflection of what's going on inside the body. And so, yeah, human growth hormone is the bomb.
You have this great glow, you have some beautiful skin. So I can tell you've been working a lot on inner health with your naturopathic and your health journey. So you're right. The growth hormone is a natural part of ourselves, inside of us. But as we get older, it kind of like it takes a nosedive. So when you were saying younger after 50, you can see what happens in our body after the age of 50. That growth hormone is really, really dropped. Starts dropping about after 20 into our 30s. So for myself also, and also Tammy's on here, I know we both have our growth hormones dropped way down, and which means our metabolism starts slowing down and we start to gain weight, and then the aging process starts. So it's a natural process for our body to age, but it doesn't have to, right? We can age gracefully.
Well, I have a saying, aging is inevitable, but rotting is optional.
Oh, I love that. I love that because we got to go to that book. We got to go to that book, Younger Next Year. How it
Yeah.
talks about how your body just rots.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna age. We
it's
just don't
gonna
want to
age.
rot.
You don't have to rot, yeah. And it just talks about how your body, especially after the age of 50. So if anybody's out there that's after the age of 50, your body starts to decay at a very rapid rate. And it's just, I just imagine myself like decaying inside. And the way you combat that is with exercise, because the exercise releases these other hormones, growth hormone, also this interleukin 10 that, or they call it C10, that goes in and it helps repair. It's a repair, guys, right? So you're going in and you're repairing, and you're fixing things. So as I'm almost to my 50th, and it talks about how that growth hormone's already declined and your body's already rotting. If we don't want to rot from the inside out, then we've got to exercise, right? Which,
Jeannine,
uh-huh.
so we actually start decaying. We start going into a catabolic state after the age of 25.
Right.
It's just that we don't notice it until we're more in our 50s. But by then, so the best thing to do is to start in your 20s.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Absolutely right.
For prevention.
Start younger. So start a lot sooner and stay ahead of the trend,
That's right.
And there's so many other benefits that we wanted to touch on. The benefits of growth hormone in your brain function is huge. With all the Alzheimer's and loss of memory and stuff like that happens as we get older, losing our concentration, or maybe not just being as alert as we once were. So that the growth hormone helps a lot with brain function. And as we kind of talked about with skin and hair, that anti-aging, the skin looking younger, and smoother and firmer, and reducing the wrinkles and decreasing sagging. So it helps a lot with our hair. I know my hair has gotten so much thicker, and have to keep trimming that up. It helps with that. And a huge one is immune function right now. If we're going to talk a little bit about that immune function, because we need to have the healthiest immune system possible right now to kind of fight some of the things that are going on, especially with this pandemic. I say, let's just fight it. We may get it, but let's just make sure that we're ready to fight it and stay as healthy as we can by producing our own, what they call that, the T cells, the killer T cells, to kill them off.
And Jeannine, can I say something here?
Uh-huh.
So you talked about the cytokine 10. Well, when we have inflammation or stress of any kind, the body creates cytokine 6, which destroys our immune system. It destroys our cells and our immune system. And the only way to get that cytokine 10 to come in and fix the cytokine 6 is through the exercise, the intense exercise. And so with the bands, that intense exercise only has to last 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. And it goes back in and it starts fighting those and repairing and making you feel so good.
Yep.
So there's a lot of benefits there with immune function that we definitely need. And when asked like how often do you exercise, you need to do that 6 days a week. So if you got to do it every day, we got to find a way that it's doable for you, correct?
Well, and that's right. And the thing is, you may not want to do it every day, but just remember, on the days you don't do it, you're not getting that cytokine 10, you're not getting the human growth hormone, you're decaying.
Yeah.
They're starting to rot.
So when you put it that way, you definitely want to do it, right?
Yeah, and
Wants
10
to rot.
minutes. If you just did it 10 minutes on those days that you don't want to do it, you're creating all that good stuff.
Yeah. Like brushing
Yeah,
your teeth. You know, I don't love brushing my teeth. I just do it anyway. I don't want my teeth to rot.
that's
And
right.
so I exercise because I don't want my body to rot. And some
Mhm.
of the other good things like this body fat, you know, accelerating your metabolism. I mean, who doesn't want that at Thanksgiving time when we have extra goodies around the holidays? So not that we can go out and go hog wild, but it does help boost that metabolism so that we're burning more effectively and more efficiently. Um, and then it does help our heart. It's amazing. The heart benefits with the nitric oxide that gets shot out and the growth hormone, improving our cardiac function and our strength and our endurance. So Tammy, if you want to come off mute for just a minute and talk a little bit about your training with the bands and stuff and how that's helped like with your cardiovascular and your strength.
Well, I use my bands every day, and I used them a lot last year for my training for my half Ironman I did. And really, I don't know if it was the bands that helped me get my swim time up, but that was the main reason why I went back again, was to get my medal. And I didn't finish the first year that I tried it because of the swim time. But anyway, I trained with my bands. They did help me with my cramping in my legs. So I really don't have any more cramping at night like Charlie horses, or any cramping when I'm out running, biking, or swimming. And during the race, or right before the race, I put my bands on, did a 4-minute workout with them just to get that NO going. And I started my race already warmed up, and I was really worried throughout the run because it was hot. It was getting 90 degrees, and I was really worried I was going to cramp up on my run. But I didn't have any cramps come upon me, and my body wanted to keep going, but it was my brain that was like not in the. Sometimes I would hit a wall, but then I just felt strong. I don't know. I just felt strong that I could just keep going, and I wasn't fast, but I was fast enough to get my medal. And I've noticed a lot of different things in me. I don't feel old. I don't know what old feels like, I guess. I feel young. I love playing with my grandkids. And I don't know, I just don't feel old. And I've noticed I lose inches around my waist. And I've been gaining inches on my bicep and my thighs, my quads. And I've also been dropping some body fat.
Wonderful. Side effects. I love those side effects. And Deborah, you were saying you went hiking in some of my favorite places in like Angel
Yeah.
and stuff. How was that?
So, well, Neil and I are hikers. We have always loved to hike. We've done the Grand Canyon, we've done Kings Peak. But the last couple of years, I've had some health issues and I haven't been able to hike like we used to. I've just been doing short little hikes. I've only had the bands for 2 months. And Neil and I went this past week. We ended up hiking about 6 days total. We went to Valley of Fire, did some hiking, and it was hiking through sand and climbing rocks. And then we went to Zion's, and we did a small hike first, and then we went to the bottom of Angel's Landing. But even that trail going up to Angel's Landing is pretty strenuous. It's straight up. So going straight up and coming straight down, it was hard. So we did 6 miles that day. And I put the bands on afterwards because I didn't want to be sore, because I knew I would be sore. But I thought, well, if I put the bands on and I create all those good hormones and everything, maybe I won't be sore. And so I was able to get up the next day and we did 8 miles after that strenuous hiking the day before. And putting the bands on afterwards, it helped with the inflammation. I don't know exactly how that works. You probably know why it does work. I don't know why it works, but I just put them on for 10 minutes after and worked out, and I wasn't sore the next day. So yeah, love the bands.
Awesome. And Tammy, are you gonna share something? I see your hand there.
Yeah, I have one other thing I wanted to share is after that Ironman race, I did 8 hours and 26 minutes of full endurance that I could do. I knew I probably would be sore the next day because I had seen you the year before, how sore you were the next day. And so I really knew I probably wouldn't be able to get out of the car for a couple of weeks.
Good labor there.
Well, the next week or the next day, we drove halfway to Page, Arizona. I woke up that morning and I started walking around and I thought, man, I don't feel any lactic acid buildup in my legs. I'm like hitting them, trying to feel the soreness in them. And I could not find any soreness in my legs. And I just thought that was the weirdest thing until we got on the phone with Dr. Mike, and he was the one that explained why I didn't have any soreness. I was amazed because I had ran a lot of half marathons in my journey. And the day after a half marathon, just 2 hours and 30 minutes of full endurance, I was not able to walk, but 8 hours and 26 minutes, swim, bike, and run. I was ready to go. I wanted to go run again, but when you're riding 14 hours with your coach and she says you need recovery, you listen.
Yeah, you still got to recover. But it's amazing how quick the bands help you recover. And so there's some important things to understand how it works there with that growth hormone. We're just going to kind of skip over a few things, but kind of show how in the world that works. But because it's like, how does it? It's like magic. And I feel like it is my magic bands. But what do? You put these bands on. And they're really easy. You can wear legs and armbands. So we've got these little straps that you put on and you just hook on your pump and you pump them up. There's one for each side and you just pump up to a resistance. Kind of is suggested right there on the band how much to pump it up for. And so as you pump that up, it starts to slow down the oxygen flow to your muscles. And so when you start exercising, so let's say you grab some little tubing like this, and you start exercising with them, and you just do some light exercise, it starts to lower down. And right now I can already feel that this arm is getting more fatigued than this arm. So I can feel that like this arm, I could go all day. This arm is already starting to get a little tired. So it starts to fatigue the muscle by lowering down that oxygen, and you start getting a burn in that muscle. This starts, you can't even tell yet, but it starts to change color just a little bit as that oxygen drops, which is a good thing. You get more of a burn. That light exercise, you could just do that walking. You put these little leg bands on and you go for a walk. And you can see that these bands have individual little chambers in it so that it's not cutting off the blood flow like another band. It's just modifying. It's just slowing down that blood flow a little bit. And so you get, as a result, a huge growth hormone surge. So this is what's happening when you're exercising without the bands. Then you can see the oxygen. This is like a CrossFit type workout. So it's a pretty good workout. The oxygen level is dropping down to maybe below 40%. I'm going to loosen that up just a hair. But you can see here that with the bands, your oxygen levels drop to like 10%, 10 to 15%. You get to muscle failure in light exercise. And like Debra was saying, just 10 to 20 minutes. So you get a huge release of that growth hormone. And you can kind of see right here, I'm going to just kind of move this off to the side. You can see that you get 25 times the release of growth hormone by using the bands. And you already heard all the benefits of it. But a huge one right here, especially with Thanksgiving, is that additional calorie burn. 400 to 800 calories for women, 500 to 1,000 calories for men. So It helps with, as we talked about, helps with that bone strength, increase your muscle, increase muscle strength. And as we get older, we tend to lose our muscle strength. So this will improve the strength and the cardiovascular along with your bone and your bone density. So there's Tammy on her treadmill there, increasing your energy, your stamina, and your endurance by increasing blood flow. And there's so many good studies. My sister, she has fibromyalgia. Using the bands, she's able to heal so quickly that now she's running triathlons and just signed up for her full Ironman, which is unheard of for somebody with fibromyalgia. Helps with diabetics, really help with improving their the diabetes and the way that their body absorbs the blood sugar, and helps to prevent and also to lower blood sugars in their body. I love this picture of the fertilizer for your brain because I love having extra fertilizer, but it helps with the brain health. And you can kind of see, this is another couple that we work with there, how much, even at any age, so 70 years old, any age, you can exercise and do intense exercise by doing with the bands, just doing some light exercise so your body thinks you're doing intense, and putting on that lean muscle and getting stronger and fitter and younger every year. One thing that helps that we use with the bands is start with that anti-aging, because it does help to add in that collagen and nutrients and energy that your body needs. So you put that with the band and like rocket fuel. So I use that before my workouts. So you can see that everybody can use them. Anybody 8 to 90. We've got this video, this cute little video of a gal that's like 103 that was doing the bands over in Japan. And so we just like to encourage you to try them. You can come over, right, Deborah? You can come over to your center. You've got some bands there and try them out. We've got over here in Preston, in Providence, and Logan, Ogden. We've got coaches all over that can help you get do a little demo, because it's hard to explain until you try it out. What did you think the first time you put those bands on, Deborah? When was that wellness retreat we put them on you?
Yes, and I did the resistant band with my arms like this. And you said go 30 times. I thought I was going to die. I could not do 30 of those, but I want you to know that I am up to doing, well, I got to 30 and I decided to add some weights to my wrist.
Oh.
And I got 2-pound weights. And so now I've been trying to do, I'm up to 25, but I can do 3 sets of 25 with the 2-pound weights. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I've seen great improvement in my strength and in the last 2 months.
Amazing. And that's what it's all about. So if you'd like to help share the bands, you can help us share that with other people. Just like Deborah, you said you tried it for what, 3 days, I think.
I bought one set and used them 3 days. And I thought, oh my gosh, these are amazing. I could think of so many people that could benefit from this just with to me, it was like taking a happy pill. And so I just thought of all my clients who suffer from anxiety and depression, let alone building your immune system and all the anti-aging effects. And they're so easy to use, and they're so little and compact, and just carry them around in the car and you can use them anywhere. Exactly. You can use them at home. You don't have to go to the gym. Although I still go to the gym and I take them with me sometimes and use them after kickboxing, because I tried to do it through kickboxing and thought I was going to die. And that was, I kind of have the attitude that if 20 minutes is good, I should be able to do an hour. And yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
Like an hour, Deborah. 20 minutes like an hour of workout. So if you're doing a couple couple hours.
I know. I need to follow the rules. I'm not good about following the rules.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can really shorten up your time. You can do them anywhere. I'm taking them with me to go to North Carolina. I'll probably do it in the airport because I hate sitting that long. So it'll be a great way to get a little workout in. So I just like to encourage all of you to try them out there. You can try them for 30 days, no money down if you like, and just see if they work for you. And if they don't, send them back. If they do, keep them and work out with them, get younger every year like we are enjoying doing. And I just want to thank you guys for coming on today, and just want to invite you to invest in yourself. Like, this is investing in your own health is one of the most important things that you can do so that you can take care of others, and then sharing these with people that you love. I gave them to my mom and dad, and it's the best thing for them. It's helped them so much. So we do want to share these with people that we love and care about.
You know, Jeannine, I'm glad that you brought up the 30-day money back guarantee. I totally had forgot about that. I mean, how can you go wrong with 30 days money back guarantee? And they have a 6-month interest free if you want to put them on a payment plan?
Yeah, and get paid off without any interest, and it's less expensive than going to your gym. And this way you have your own gym in your house, and it's much better and less expensive than buying a treadmill for Christmas or a Peloton or a bike. And because you can't take your Peloton on the plane with you. You just, I mean, it's a little tricky. But you can take these, and they come in this handy little container, or you can put them in a backpack, put them on the right way. I just throw them in my little backpack and take them with me. So they're super easy. You get your little gym in your bag, take that anywhere you want to go, and you've got the best fitness workout that you could possibly want every day. Just super easy, up to 20 minutes, 5, 10, 20 minutes a day. Tammy,
Yeah.
something to say before we go?
Yeah, just,
Well,
I'm not sure if you covered about the bone density or not. I started my journey out with CrossFit, and my mom has osteoporosis really, really bad, and I'm not in the mode to flip tires anymore or to lift heavy anymore like I did. So I'm glad I can put my bands on and lift lighter with more reps, and know that I'm building my bone density to help out with that, so I don't have to take the medication like my mom takes.
Yeah, exactly. That's a huge benefit. So thank you. And thank you guys so much for all sharing today. And we hope you have a very healthy, happy holiday, right? Get healthy.
yes, happy holidays.
And get fit and have a wonderful time.
Thanks, Jeannine. Thanks, Tammy.
All right. Have a great one.
Bye.